Let's go ahead and check out the research. We're going to use the create link, and you'll notice that again the recertification is selected and the dates are listed here. We're just going to simply click add, but just to show you, it tells us that we have a document that we should be completing first before doing that recert. And so your staff would be doing them in order. You're normally not going to have the option to skip unless you have specific override rights, which we do here for training. And we're going to go ahead and click that override item just to get into the recert document at this time, but you should be doing them in the correct order. All right, so the recert looks very similar to the progress report. You'll see patient information at the top and your certification dates. The general tab will consist of the clinician name, and we're bringing back the physician field. You can also update diagnosis information. All right, before moving on to the plan of treatment goals tab. In the recert document, both short-term and long-term goals are required to be updated, and you're going to update them the same way. You'll click the update button, review the goal, and identify the status, current function, and target date. All right, and then you're going to click OK and repeat that process until all the goals are updated. Now, on the recert, you might have goals that are ending and you need to create new ones. So just keep in mind that your add options are still available here, and you can click the add goal buttons. It will tell you your impairment and deficit list, so you still have that. And you can look through and see if there's anything you want to create new goals for. If you want to skip those, click on the skip button at the bottom left corner. Check out the categories that we have, or you still have your custom option if you want to free type any new goals into the system. So you still have those same options, and you can create additional goals when needed. On the right, if your plan is changing or your frequency or duration, you can address those items on the right before moving on to the assessment tab. In the assessment tab, you'll still have 4 sections. We're going to start off with the background assessment, but you'll see this is the summary since last progress report, and that's your precautions and your discharge plan. Again, if that needs to be updated, you can update it before moving on. We do have an assessment summary, which is the summary since last progress report and summary since last evaluation and start of care, and that's your skilled interventions and your patient and caregiver training and patient progress in response to treatment. Okay, as you enter all that information in, then we have a functional skills assessment item that's available. This is to document the current level of function for the patient. Feel free to notate anything you need there before moving on to the justification for continued skilled services. And you'll see this is the summary since last evaluation and start of care, and the reason for skilled services is going to be a requirement. Now, one additional tab we have in the recert is the plan of treatment other, and that's where you can update potential for achieving goals and identify the patient or caregiver, do they participate in establishing the plan of treatment. Just like any other document, once we go through that process, filling everything out, if we're ready to mark it completed, we can use the check mark at the bottom left corner before we click our save options on the right. If we're not ready to mark the document complete, just simply click save and it would be listed as incomplete. If you do try and save the document, again, we have that safety net. It'll do that validation and let you know, you have a whole bunch of items still remaining. So just wanted to point that out. And then I'm just going to alter some of the dates here real quick on this document, just because it's a future dated document and it won't allow us to save. So I'm going to show you here that it's not going to save as a completed document because we have so many remaining requirements. Okay. And then let's uncheck that and click save, and you'll see that we will list that recertification as incomplete. You'll see it's listed here with the edit option, so we can always go back and edit. We can print, and then this is the only time that someone might see a delete option. If you delete an incomplete document, that's fine. It's just completely deleting it from the system, so it's a permanent deletion and we cannot retrieve the information. So if you see it, feel free to click on it, but just know that that's 100% wiped out once you say yes, you want to delete it.